For Australian students, Australian fee doubles 1600 Australian dollar from 710, which is a huge increase, almost most and more than double. Of course, some changes were expected from 1st July 2024 because academic year start from 1st July 2024 up to the June 2025. But suddenly immigration department in a hidden way increased student fee up to 1600 Australian dollar, which is looking impossible for average families to send their students to study in Australia, to send their sons and daughters to study in Australia. If I will compare the fee of 2023, it was a 650 Australian dollar, which was increased in late 2023 up to 710 Australian dollar. Now currently today, 1st July, from the 1st July 2024, the immigration department website is telling that the fee is increased up to 1600 Australian dollar, which is very disheartening news, degrading news. There were many expectations that Australian Department of Home Affairs will do something better for students in the next academic year. Remember, the past academic year, past half academic year, past last 6 months were not up to the mark because the students were crying and some weeping due to some problems in Australia and also in immigration department when they are applying for the visa. There were some significant changes takes place that you cannot change course. That is the problem. Of course, some students were changing course without reason and they were not genuine students, but that closed the door of genuine students as well, because there were a lot of genuine students who were changing, who want to change course in Australia, but they could not due to new immigration rules. So past 6 months were not good for Australian students. Visa ratio was not good. And when Australian universities went to immigration department, Australian universities, remember, when they assess the students, they assess the students by all way, and they became almost embassy officers. They conduct interviews. In my experience, Australian universities took more tight interview and tight verifications than even Australian Department of Home Affairs, because Australian Department of Home Affairs had a lot of application to be assessed and to be verified. When a top A class university assess the students that this student is suitable for the university course, and he is issued COE and he has a submitted fee, and then immigration department refused the application. Such cases were not common in the past year, and there were very awkward cases in which university approved and the department of the home affairs refused. But in these months, in last 6 months, almost 70 to 80% application from even issuing COE from the top university, A class university, the visas were refused, and university managements were compelled to meet with top management of the Department of the Home Affairs and told that if we are assessing the students perfectly and we are checking their bank statement, we are conducting interviews on behalf of new rule GST, which is also a little bit confusing. GTE rule was clear and consultant knew, but now GST rule little bit confusing for all stakeholders, as consultants did not aware of the GST and students did not aware of the GST, and still they write their statement in GSOP that we will come back after study. Australia don't want in GST now these sentences because they know they are lying. Education of GST was little less than GTE because GTE informations were very good for consultants and they knew all information, but the GST as being issued new rule, IELTS bands were increased and also some limitations for 500 subclass, because Australia Immigration Department thought that this is the subclass by which most fake students are arriving in Australia, and they are not wrong, that's doubt. But my point is genuine students are also suffering. All students are not fake. Some students are fake, most of the students are genuine because they think international education will move them up, international degrees will move up them, and they will be able to work internationally in the developed countries and in their own countries. There were very genuine students who want to study from Australia, but Australia Immigration Department was just taking in last 6 months as all students are fake. That's the point. And some person was writing in YouTube and other Facebook pages that this is a paste copy refusal. I don't accept, but that's true. It's quite disheartening and deteriorating. Paste copy refusal mean the students, all students are getting same type of refusal. I remember when Australia wanted to refuse application, they linked that your political scenario in your own country is not good. I was astonished that two students coming from same country, one student gets visa, one student do not get visa, and one student is given visa to study in Australia and having same country, same passport, and other student he is written in refusal. Your political scenario is not good. Then this is very obvious that the person you have given visa, why his political scenario was also not good. He was belonging to same country. So this is not the individual assessment, this is a country assessment. How this country assessment can be right? So therefore, if you have personal objection, in any case you can say your diplomas are not good, your diplomas are not matching your upcoming qualification, we are not satisfied, you are genuine student, and you are, your family is not much rich, and you will not study there, and you will work there, or you will not come back to your own country. Yeah, that's good, that's right. Your IELTS band is not up to the mark, and over requirement are something else, and your requirement is something else. Such huge confusions in the removal. And then one keyword became very popular for Australian International Education Embassy processing paste visa refusal. That's the point I'm talking about. This is little degrading for department also. When paste copy refusal, which I am talking about, that political scenario is good. If you will write in all students, then how you can give visas to the students of the same country? Yeah, you can announce that this country political scenario is not good, that the students of this country are not allowed to apply for student visa. That's good, that's fine, because you are not going to give visa to all students and you are refusing. That person, that student will weep, my fee is wasted. And now currently the fee is 1600 Australian dollar. When 1600 Australian dollar would be wasted, he will be a man of victim. He will go elsewhere and he will go in social media. Now this is era of social media, and Australia international education will be criticized all where when 1600 dollar. Therefore, it's very important that if you are charging this huge fee, I think this fee must be charged from the student who will get visa. No problem, he will be able to even 2000 Australian dollar. But the person who did not get visa is and in his refusal it is written that your country is not good, you are good, your country is not good, and you are charging 1600 Australian dollar. He will be quite disheartened. So overall, this is a dark time of Australian immigration going on. Even the top lawyers of Australia is telling that there is nothing better coming from Australian immigration for skilled workers, for students, and for migrants. And he wanted that there must be good consular to Department of the Home Affairs. Keep watching World Immigration News by Irfan. Thank you very much.